Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
It's Sunday, and you should be sleeping.
I'm actually really liking what Meteor did
Rare
right here
Atom
because
versus
you're going to be pretty
LGD.
good towards the top side of the map. Udyr can
Game
pressure into Cassandra and get a lot of lane priority. We talked about bot lane. It's going to be the Draven. Oh, for a trade, and Meteor is already... What psychopath pathing is that from Meteor?
He wants to make this play on the bottom side. Zora forced to flash, but the handshake gets it after the prediction. First blood for Meteor. Who needs camps when you can farm champions? Flash available, not the ghost. But doesn't even have to use it. Keeps himself safe up top.
Yeah, and there was about to be a skirmish down bottom as well. There is.
The hook is buffered on the handshake. Jin Zhao goes down. Zora is low though, and Meteor wants a bit of this action. Not level 6 on the Graves. Oh no!
Oh.
He walks out. There's a gap between the minions for some reason. That's going to be cleansed from Xiaoya, unfortunate. And I take it back on the top lane violence because Meteor's hanging around. This easily could be a dive angle. Birdo can tank. Meteor's moved over, and Haichao's even going to use the wall to be a part of it. Does get himself that assist, and Birdo grabs the kill.
Just about. Now he's going to reply.
Meteor having this blue buff pressured. Zora fully zoning everybody away to that RA. Can grab themselves this first straight. And again, RA, this first few minutes of the game.
It's not necessarily going to be too tanky. On the first item, it's most likely going to be a gauntlet. Taking it by the sheen that we see in the inventory, and right here RA are gonna choose again to trade. Oh no,
Zora goes wide on the hook. This is an angle for the Draven. Cash in here. Zora goes down. 700 bonus goal for Xiaoya. Vikla in a 1v1 with Xiaoya. He's got no mana, but he's got axes, and Assume could be in trouble. Flash available, but not going to be used as Assume finishes that kill off. Vikla under the tower. One Spirit Rush remaining to potentially get out of dodge. We'll just use it to get back under the tower again.
With the likes of the Graves and the Talia. When it comes to somebody face shaking a team fight, being at the front of the team fight, you see him right now in the top lane taking the full tower. 14 minutes in, is going to be the Udyr. So as long as Birdle is not there, RA feel pretty safe walking into these fights. But now that Birdle is there,
Birdle's literally just walked into Herald, essentially 1v4, and it's just like, what are you gonna do about it? Xiaoya gets another cash in as Vikla has to just dash away to safety. Birdle's 2v1ing the enemy top jungle and keeping them away. This is a huge fight. Charm lands from Vikla, but it does.
Item, he can literally play in your face. All you need is just Birdle to be around that Draven, and then Xiaoya gets to walk up for free right here. RA caught sleeping no one on the mid lane rotation. Asum, of course, cannot walk away. Vikla is on the flank from the right.
Zora flashes to get that knock up. Here's Charm from Vikla as well. Gets a bit of damage down, but Jin Zhao survives, and now Vikla could be the one in trouble. Instead, Meteor's trying to chase it. This may be an overchase from LGD, but no. Turns out Birdle can literally just walk at them, and it's going to work out. LGD, they take one for free.
Okay, I sniffer an Udyr ban. This is becoming a little bit difficult now because you've got a mega tank in the likes of Udyr, and you only have an AD carry with consistent damage. Vikla.
Jin Zhao's found here. Bailout available for him, but he walks away without needing it. Xiaoya uses that ultimate just to try and deter the fight. RA doing a good job actually in this scrap, and a hook onto Meteor as well, but the damage is plenty. Haichao with the first one as Xiaoya charges forward on his own. Maybe went a little too far forward there, just takes a chunk. Vikla gets a charm in the mid lane, but this barrier, or I can't remember what it's called, Archangels onto Haichao, the Seraph's Embrace, that's the name of it.
Honestly, hasn't necessarily had too much impact in the early game to make up for the level disparity right here. And honestly, RA caught asleep yet again. They are the neutral objectives team, and they've lost pretty much every single one of them. You see right here. We talked about the solo lanes and how they're ahead. One level up in the mid lane, one level up in the top lane, 2 levels up in the jungle.
In the blink of an eye.
Absolutely, love that. Shove in that mid lane, take that bot lane tower, then instantly transition towards that mid lane. You have another wave, shove that in. I want LGD to go into the mid lane, take potentially that tower as well, create pressure, fall back into the dragon. They're literally taking the entire map. That's a level 12 Jin Zhao.
That's
into level 15 Udyr.
That's Crescent Guard gone. Like, they don't have a front line anymore. Xiaoshu can try and be tanky, but Tier 2 gone in the mid lane as LGD try and force something. It's another good charm from Vikla here. Meteor force away, but the whirling death does so much. Zora flashes, but he's stunned up, he's CC'd up, and Xiaoya is cleaning up. Double kill on the Draven, and LGD will break the base.
Well, we're talking about only the tier 2s going down with LGD having the Baron, but this is going to be a fight that RA tried to take, and unfortunately, there are timers in terms of taking.
Xiaoya in that one, he hit a charm onto Meteor. The problem is, he's like often throwing the charm when the rest of his kit isn't available, but also there's no follow-up from the rest of the team. Oh no, that's a flash from Assume. Cheeky little bonus there for LGD, honestly.
Ever since then, they've just been running RA over, and unfortunately, I feel like RA have lost their timer right here. The second you see Udyr on a side lane, just walk up, try to get a pick. Uh-oh, now Bertle is looking for a pick.
That's Crescent Guard used very early once again, not even in a fight. That all will be fine, he'll walk away from this one. And again, we're going to see the exact same situation that we saw last time down with the bottom inhib, this time at Baron, where Nayo has to use the Crescent Guard so early, he cannot be a frontline. Zora is going to go down as well. Bertle happy to tank. Xiaoshu moves forward, but what can Xiaoshu do on his own here? He can get a Q3 back. Jin Zhao will be picked off. That's what Xiaoshu can do. Bertle next chopping block, but no. Assume goes down. It's a disaster. It looked so good, but they're so far behind. It's just not enough.
We were winning until we ended up losing. Skara said this at one point in time. That's what I already believed in this team fight as well. It looked good until it didn't. LGD only lose the support, the squishiest member. You can sacrifice sometimes supports to win the entire game. They look pretty clean. From shielding the Draven early on to cashing out the stacks to using that Udyr, this monster later on in these fights, LGD are going to be closing out this game pretty cleanly.
Potentially looking towards 5 wins if they can repeat this performance. LGD, great little showing here against RA in game number 1 as Xiaoya is just styling at this point. A double kill to finish things out. 14-4 and 9 kills for Xiaoya on his
With the Kasante and the Alistar, you've got so much spacing again with the Varus and the AD burst damage. So I don't mind the on-hit Varus right here, especially since Zinza's going to get tanky. The Aether's going to get tanky with a lot of healing as well. Nayu has sneaked himself up towards the bot side. Oh, LGD are pushing forward.
Zora punted into the enemy lineup. And it's a great start from LGD. They've answered beautifully. Assume getting chunked out as well as Meteor jumping forwards for the double kill. And Nayu sent packing underneath his claim his prize of these 2 remaining grubs. Nayo did manage to get one, so he will at least get an XP. Xiaoya is real lonely underneath this tower. Heal available, but no flash here. Zora going to be tanking as Assume gets underneath the tower, but the TP is enough to dissuade this one, and the WQ does massive damage. Haichao in to finish the job, and Xiaoya once again protected.
Like 2 games long right now from LGD. Great play in the early game.
I feel like LGD are just reading so well. Like, it feels like this is a tailored strategy for what RA are bringing in the early game. Meteor just dives into the back of the pit. He's like, oh, you guys want to do Drake? That's cute. I'm Graves and I've got a serrated third. Zora pinned against the wall. No summoners. He's down. And honestly, this was a little overzealous to try and go for Drake for RA.
Okay, let's play a game.
Gage on this team, he's going to have to go in. And RA don't exactly have a scaling composition. I don't think these engages are going to go too well. Here we go, Fate's Call. Nice step forward there from Jin Zhao to block it. And Zora steps on forwards. Headbutt comes through onto Assume, but he's just stacking up. Jin Zhao's going to die here, but Zora's down. That's number 4. Xiaoya getting the Ren stacks. Can he finish him? Yes, just! Assume gets the double before going down.
Assume got so angry there.
3 available matchups from the top lane from earlier in the split. Nayo going for an invade here onto the Gromp. Meteor has that smite available and will be able to find it. Nice little shot there from Meteor. He's 4-0-1. He's already got his Ghost Blade. And now we're going to dive on the bottom side onto Assume. WQ just does so much damage. And Jin Zhao tank it as well. He's going to be fine.
Face check, Nayu has fallen 1 level behind. And as you can see, usually it's RA that love the neutral objectives. The Void Grubs, the Dragons. This time around, it's to come in from Vikla all the way from bot lane after he pressures out that wave. And right here, LGD are just playing in their face.
Naya just lost half his HP trying to get Honey Fruit. Kind of ironic, honestly. As Jin Zhao flashes for a double pull as well. Spiraling Despair to try and zone away. But the arrow is true from Xiaoya. William Tell knocking apples off of heads right here. That's going to be a triple kill come through. No, Meteor steals it away with his own shotgun. But Herald claimed now by LGD.
Yeah, LGD clinic right here. Vikla is looking, but he doesn't quite have the damage. The ultimate was also used in the previous skirmish. Level 11 onto this way. He's just
wherever they want it, in case they didn't already have it, because their laners are so far ahead.
Absolutely, and I feel like your only saving grace for RA is probably, as Chain of Corruption misses right here, probably your only saving grace is Vikla onto this way. Sort of scaling into that late game. There is a flank right here from Sashi. Maybe he finds the angle.
Gonna try for something. Xiaoya sidesteps Jin Zhao, double pulverize. It is so hard to kill, and Birdle's now behind enemy lines as well. Assume dives forward to try and finish off this Alistair, but he's still going. And there's an all-out, bringing Nayo over on a silver platter. Now that is room service.
Right, he doesn't have any front line for himself. He can't walk up to be a threat. And again, late game for Wei, excellent, magnificent, perfect. But you got about very
cautious. Hai Chao could be caught here. Vikla and Dio committing so hard for this play, but Zora's moving in as well. Depth charge should be able to land. Doesn't even need it, in fact. Just the root will do. There we go. A pit coming through for RA. A little bit of damage comes down. Crescent Guard used by Nayo just to deny the damage out from Xiaoya off the back of his
fight in about 3.5 minutes is going to be huge. So however much value you can get into this way, inventory is going to be hugely impactful for next fight.
Birdle's chasing Xiaoshu here, looking for an all-out angle. Q3 available to him, and that'll pull him back underneath the tower. Xiaoshu doesn't actually tank any tower shots, but I don't think it matters.
Asante.
Birdle just solo kills Xiaoshu. Knows how to punish an Aatrox. But the whole team in general, they had good games. We saw early games, we saw fights from them that looked convincing, like Hai Chao. So many games would find an advantage and then sometimes throw it away a little bit, as Xiaoshu is just going to be one shot. Unfortunate. But yeah, they had these like early games that Hai Chao would maybe go a little deep, or somebody would open.
Objective. They have used every single opportunity on the map to take something for themselves that's meaningful on the Rift, whether it's a tower or whether it's an objective.
Birdle just face checks into 4, and he is not afraid to do so. Nayo forced to flash. That's Crescent Guard as well, as Jin Zhao gets a bit of a CC chain. Nayo walks away with his life. No, he doesn't. Arrow in from Xiaoya. Jin Zhao flashes back into the play for more. LGD doing everything. RA desperately trying to fight for control, but it's just not happening.
3 lanes at once, and just close out the game.
The funny thing is, this is them having this lead with the scaling version of Paris. This isn't even lethality. It's not even like the one that's meant to be super good early. Baron taken for free as Birdle literally 1v3 zones everybody, then goes for an all-out onto Assume, and Hai Chao flashes to finish the job. LGD are straight up styling on RA at this point. Q3 doesn't quite land onto Nayo, but Birdle doesn't care. He's just going to walk underneath the tower. Nayo on about 1 HP. Luckily for him, Graves can't shoot past towers. For a Karma and a Varus to just keep on wailing away during these fights. Xiaoya gets a big poke down as well.
Mid lane, meanwhile, there's Birdle, who's taking everything by himself, because Xiaoya is sort of balancing between having to potentially defend his top side of the map if they get dived into, hey, do I want to engage into a fight with this Cassandra? You probably don't.
They made a 2v1 play there onto a Birdle. And Birdle's like, I like those odds. Takes him down with ease. Another all-out over the wall, and another kill taken 17-4 as LGD just laying down the law today over RA. Game 1 was a bit closer. Game number 2 has been an absolute shellacking. That'll be 2 inhibs now. I think LGD can just end the game.
Absolutely, you have 2 huge waves coming in, both baroned up, only 3 members of RA to defend.
They're going to try and get on Xiaoshu. Zora tries to protect his top laner. No can do, I'm afraid. G flashes onto the fountain as Vikla flashes forward, gets a bit of a combo. It doesn't really do anything, but hey, the combo looked cool. Xiaoshu goes in, and gets shut down by the shotgun. Xiaoya diving the fountain at this point, as Assume desperately tries for anything. Meteor flashing in for a bonus, and unfortunately I was wrong. Zora, only 6 deaths, so under the 8.